I've always wanted to go to Angel Falls, and I've been hearing Jeb's story for a long time. And then I was talking to a friend of mine who's a journalist for National Geographic magazine, and he went to Venezuela to do an article about Angel Falls and Johnny Angel. And then I naturally called Jeb, and he was all in. And then we called Tim. And Tim is one of the coolest guys I know. He's a Hollywood stuntman. He's a very solid base jumper who's done, he did the jump for XXX, you know, remember when the car drove off from the bridge? That was Tim. And then Anders was staying at your house.
Yep.
And Anders is a Norwegian canopy accuracy champion, so he's really good to land in the tight places, and he's also a nice guy.
Yeah, very nice guy.
So that was a group of 4. Destination was Venezuela.
What's up? Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
I think we traveled all day until we got to the place where we're gonna take the helicopter.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, you know, that's always when you're a base jumper, like people try to express, show you that they're also cool, and that's like, that was the helicopter pilots. Like, when you go somewhere, they try to scare you off, like, oh, you're base jumper, tolerate this. And then they start to go, and like the helicopter trip there was pretty fun. It was like a couple hours, like on top of the clouds.
And then when he also, my favorite part of the helicopter ride was when he was flying like a foot off the ground in between trees down the river. That was friggin' amazing. Then he flies to the very end between these 2 really narrow trees, goes right in between them as he pulls out. That was friggin' incredible.
He was a good pilot.
He was super good pilot.
That was a flashback from Vietnam right there.
Really? You were in Vietnam?
Yeah.
I've
seen lots of movies.
I didn't know Finland was in Vietnam.
Well, that's politics.
Yeah, you know.
Then we got to the close to Angel Falls, and they asked us if we want to make a turn over the landing area.
Yeah.
But I guess we wanted to save some gas and like not do it, so we'll just basically flew over it, you know, checked it out from the helicopter, and we'll figure out that's all right.
Yeah.
Without knowing anything about the winds.
That's true. Yeah, because I mean, we thought we would know what the winds were, but the helicopter was kind of changing that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Helicopter direction.
It's coming from up. Well, we're good. Let's go.
Oh man, then we got on top of the Angel Falls, and basically everyone's getting geared up, and like we're still figuring out, because Angel Falls is a funny shaped object. It's like it looks like a letter U, or kind of like a horseshoe. So if there's a wind today, it creates incredible turbulence in the landing area.
Yes.
And I think it was Tim was the first guy who got on.
Yep.
And you know, he has like, we're not that experienced skydivers. We have like hundreds of skydives, but Tim is someone with thousands of skydives. So he went off, did a slow back gainer, and then we watched his canopy, and then off to the trees he goes. And you know, after he goes to the trees, you know you're gonna get hurt. So. There's no question about it. So, was Anders the second or was Anders?
I think Anders was next. No, Anders jumped with me on that one.
Yeah.
Anders and I did a 2-way on that one.
I think I went next, and I just like, I wanted some good still shots. I did a slow laid out gainer, but before I go, I kind of rationalized my jump like, okay, Tim had some problems. Tim has thousands of skydives, so I have hundreds. I'm gonna get hurt, so I'm gonna minimize the canopy time so it's less scary. I guess I wanted to do some kind of a low pull thing there. I don't know, and then I took it pretty deep.
Yes.
And it's hard to say, like, you know, people are saying like they have low pull records here and there. You know, nothing is official, but I think I had like less than 10 seconds canopy ride.
Probably. Right? You didn't get anywhere near the landing area, that's for sure. You landed in a boulder field at the bottom of the waterfall, so.
Yeah, basically I looked around and I said, okay, there's a boulder field and there's some grass along, you know, I aim for the grass, which was a boulder field covered by grass. was kind of a painful realization after I hit it. Like, it was pretty hard. I came in, like, the canopy was doing miracles on top of me, and I just like, oh, come on down. And then as I went down, one of the rocks, like, I had a helmet on, but it basically stopped right like 2 inches from my face. And then I heard something in my leg, and I started, you know, you start feeling when you're walking, like glitch, it gets all wet, all the blood is in the shoes, so that's kind of a sucked for a while.
Yeah, and then you came back to the landing area, and you were like, oh yeah, it's him, I think you should come take a look at this. Because he didn't want to show it to any of the rest of us, because then we want to leave. And he didn't want any of us to, because we were going to do more than one jump, and he didn't want to ruin anybody else's jump. So he's like, hey, Tim, come over here. I think I might need your help a little bit. So he walked off by himself, and Tim comes back and gets me. He's like, his leg is so messed up. He's all, I can see the bone. So we ended up doing one more jump, which the rest of the group wished we hadn't, because the 3 of us all got injured on the next jump. Pretty much, the only one who didn't end up injuring himself was Anders. And it was just because he was lucky. but yeah, all the rest of us really, I twisted both my ankles and friggin' pounded hard on the second jump, and Tim did the exact same thing. He twisted his ankles and pounded super hard. It was not a fun jump.
Anders didn't hurt on that one, but then later on,
next
evening we got him.
Tim had told us about this thing called the impossible sit-up, which is this practical joke you play on people who, I don't know, who think they're strong.
Everyone who thinks that they're strong, like we tell them that we cover your hand with like a towel, like your head with a towel.
Yep.
And then if you try to go for 30 seconds or 1 minute, you try to raise your body, you use all your abs, and you just try to get up. And someone is sitting on top of the towel, and basically you can't get up, so you are using all your abs, like all the power in your abs. And then as you move the towel, then it's possible to get up. That's why it's called impossible sit-up.
Yeah, you can't do a sit-up afterwards.
And we did the whole like dummy thing, like first Tim tried it, I was standing on top of a towel, and then he tried it, and then I removed the towel, and he couldn't do it. And well, you'll see, we have the footage what happened with Anders.
It was really funny.
It's funny, as you can hear from the tape.